While the IBR gate is removed, it is a good idea to apply lubricant in between the pivot points and the moving rollers. Now that we're ready to install our jet pump assembly, we're going to apply marine grease to the drive shaft spline and onto the studs of the jet pump support. Also, because we have the access, we'll lube up our steering cable and our connecting arm for our IBR gate. Before installing the pump, make sure to install your reducer on your water inlet, and also apply some silicone lubricant to the inside of this ring is helpful to help seat the rubber gasket. With the jet pump seated, flush onto the pump housing, install your washers and retaining nuts. You don't want to over torque these as they're just studs coming out of the plastic housing. The manual states that the torque should be 19 foot-pounds plus or minus 1. However, in past experiences, I found that to be too tight and you may possibly damage the thread or the jet pump housing. I recommend tightening to 12 foot-pounds. So we have it torqued to 12 foot-pounds on all 4 nuts, and that's going to be sufficient. While the IBR gate is removed, it is a good idea to apply lubricant in between the pivot points and the moving rollers. This customer performs regular maintenance, and all the linkages are sufficiently lubricated at this time, so he's ready to go back in. However, if you haven't done so, you'll want to put lubricant in between all the linkage and moving spots. Now we're going to install our IBR gate to our jet pump housing. Again, lubricate the bolts using marine grade grease. We're going to grab our nozzle and our gate and put it in as one piece, as it has to fit over this steering cable and into our connecting arm. So we're going to do that right now. Put a couple retaining nuts on your support studs in order to hold your IBR gate into place. Now feed in your support studs through the IBR support bracket and into your jet pump assembly. In a crisscross pattern, torque down the support ring for your IBR gate. You have 4 studs and 2 retaining nuts. Now that our IBR gate is installed and secured, we need to install our connecting arm bolts and our steering cable pivot bolts. Apply marine grease to both. Lastly, we'll be installing our IBR guard. Use 6 T30 screws and marine silicone to reinstall. This wraps up our impeller and wear ring replacement. Be sure all your bolts are tight and perform a visual inspection before starting the vehicle. If you have any questions, comments, or video tutorial ideas, please email me at solmar.service@gmail.com. And if you liked what you see here today, subscribe to our YouTube channel, WCWCC. Stay connected and tune in for more.